The new scores are in and have been published and circulated. What does that mean for the Acton Agua Dulce Unified School District? And these are the STAR scores.
Well, it means the fact that in the last couple of years we have implemented a number of tools for the classroom for our teachers. And I think those tools are starting to show evidence of the test scores going up. I'm pleased with the encouragement that is happening through the K-12 program throughout our school system. And by providing the services necessary in the classroom, the tools, we are now seeing some of the results starting to indicate.
Sure. Now you've been here 3 years, right? And these scores now have increased.
They've been actually increased significantly. When you take a look at the proficiencies and you take a look at the basics, there are 5 levels of areas that what we call quintile areas that we look at on our test scores in the percentiles. Our percentiles have been climbing each, out of the basement areas up to the areas of very advanced proficiency significantly. And so when you start seeing, you're getting almost to the top of the mountain, it's very, very pleasing across the board.
Vasquez High School and the new buildings that the bonds have been put in place to fund. What's the status of that as we go into the fall here? Well,
we're encouraged the fact that we hope to get our site approved by California Department of Education here in the next couple of weeks, middle of September, which is a lot faster than we anticipated.
Good.
We put all the paperwork together this summer, worked very, very diligently to make sure that we had crossed all our T's and dotted all our I's for the state.
Sure.
And it'll be the first time that we've actually had an official site approved in the last 12 to 15 years that Vasquez has been in existence. That being said, then we'll move to the next step, which is designing the buildings that will be placed on Vasquez and where those locations will be. Now, right now we're looking at 2 possible scenarios. One is the fact that the new property that we acquired from Lafferty that has now changed the dynamics or the dimensions of the current property that we originally had at Vasquez High School.
Right.
There is some cost analysis that are being done. Those cost analyses will be measured against the cost analysis of placing Vasquez High School currently where our portables are.
Sure.
The baseline difference is about $3 to $4 million savings if we currently put it where the portables are currently existing. So the board has to make that determination. Once they've made that determination, then we'll move forward. But hopefully we'll have something for the public in the next 2 or 3 weeks to be able to see what the buildings are going to look like and how it's going to be laid out on the property.
Super.
What we're doing is we're advertising in the papers for the interested parties that want to be on the board. There's certain state law criteria. You have to be 18 years of age, you have to be a citizen, you have to be within the district boundaries, and those individuals can fill out an application which is available here at the district office, and they can submit it by October 15th. Then the board will review those applications, and then they will go forward in interviewing each of the candidates that are interested to sit on the board. Vasquez
High School has a new principal.
Yes, it does.
And could you tell us a little bit about him?
Well, it's Dr. Woodard, and he's from Pomona, actually. He was assistant superintendent in Pomona. He wanted to get back to a smaller school district and actually get closer to his home. He lives very, very close to Acton. And he was actually a former assistant sup up in Palmdale, Lancaster. And before that, he actually was a high school principal and vice principal up in the Lancaster area. So his extensive background with high schools and with curriculum is an advantage to us in building a new high school and growing our high school as we move forward with this Acton Unified School District.
Sure, sure, good. And he's bringing more AP associated classes to high school.
He is, and I think you're going to see through the next couple of years more and more classes, particularly the upper level classes, being introduced. Voc Ed being more introduced. and then more of an expansion of menu services, which has always been my baby in regards to the importance of providing services to our students so that they can go and create careers for themselves. And so he has the same philosophy I do, and I think he's going to be instrumental in our high school and into the future of this district.
You brought the virtual academy to Acton Agua Dulce Unified School District.
I did.
At the high school level, and tied it in with some of our local college campuses in a way, with other courses offered here at the in the district, which seem to bring education to a wider range of people. But now you've even gone on to the elementary level. Could you explain that to me?
Sure, be happy to. Going back to the high school, we introduced and reaching out to people who are homeschoolers, introducing the opportunity to be part of this district. We're reaching out to the homeschool students and parents to provide services, actually K through 6th grade. And we want to be able to introduce our elementary teachers to those homeschool parents to support them once a week and an opportunity to be able to work with the virtual academy. Now, 2nd grade through 6th grade, we have technology that can support the homeschool, and but that doesn't filter down to the 1st or kindergarten grade at this time. But we will offer services once a week for those homeschool students.
So a homeschool child that is at home for whatever reason can become really part of the district and participate.
Absolutely. And the advantage to the virtual academy system is the fact that students we can monitor students on a daily basis because of the work they do on the computer.
Sure.
We have access to that, and parents have access to that. So it's really a triangle where you have the support of the parents, you have the teacher, and you have the student responsibility. And with that, we're able to really garner, and then we meet with them once a week or twice a week, depending upon their particular needs, to support anything that the parent needs.
Sure. So, and the child can be in drama or sports, or
they can be in drama, the sports. They can be in any activities that this district offers. Yes.
And graduate with the class.
And graduate with the class.
How about prom and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
See. And we've even had the academy students actually participate in graduation the last couple of years and actually play instruments and a couple of other things that and participate in the College of the Canyon courses too that we offer.
And that's shown expansion.
Absolutely. Menu services, as I call it.
Yeah. Thanks. And you started flight school?
I have, about a year ago. Buzzing around South Texas and South Florida or North Florida for about the last year.
And you're qualified to fly fixed-wing aircraft?
Yeah, single engine fixed wing prop. So little, for planes with a propeller, really is go about, I don't know, 170, 170 knots, 200 knots. I think that's, I don't know, probably about 200, 220 miles per hour. So.
Wow, and so now,
not too bad.
now in the Navy, what are you going to start flight school?
Well, I'm going to start up helicopters here in the next couple of weeks and learn how to fly helicopters, and eventually the Navy's equivalent to a Black Hawk. So called Seahawks, SH-60s. So should be fun. I'm really excited.
Oh, for sure. And then you'll fly over Acton, Agua Dulce for our 4th of July parade, right?
Oh, now you're making the promises on the camera. I see how it is.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we'll write a letter to the Secretary of Defense and see if we can get you assigned to do that.
I'll tell you what my father always told me. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.